In Pakistan's southwestern Balochistan province, the town of Zehri in Khuzdar district has been transformed into a war zone, where Pakistan's military siege, aerial bombardment and collective punishment have pushed thousands of civilians to the brink of starvation. For over a month, children have been killed in drone strikes, villages have been burnt, and an entire population has been cut off, without food, medicine or communication. Now, in response, the Baloch diaspora is rising across Europe, demanding international intervention and calling out Pakistan for what they describe as a systematic genocide. We have a report.
The Baloch National Movement held a massive demonstration outside the UK Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office in London protesting Pakistan's siege of Zehri. BNM leaders accused the Pakistani military of killing 4 children and 2 adults in a recent drone strike, burning crops ready for harvest, torching homes and imposing a complete lockdown over Zehri and adjoining villages including Nichara, Pandran, Kombi and Bulbul. Internet lines are cut. No one can enter, no one can leave. A humanitarian emergency is unfolding, but Islamabad continues to deny access to journalists and aid groups.
A systematic genocide is going on. Today, District Zehri is under a siege and no one knows how many people have been abducted and how many people have been killed. Just for news, the news has come, only 6 dead bodies of children have been surfaced. Rest we don't know what is going on. So it is a crucial time for the rest of the world that open your eyes. Whatever crimes are being done in Balochistan, you would be considered partner with Pakistan if you continue supporting Pakistan with the military aid against Baloch people. And along with that, I would clearly say to the international organizations and the media houses, you raise the voice of Sudan, you raise the voice of Ukraine, Palestine, so that is good. But when it comes to the voice of Balochistan, for the people of Balochistan, you get silent over there.
BNM leaders including Fahim Baloch, Manzoor Baloch and Niaz Baloch called Pakistan's actions state crimes and demanded that the UK, EU and UN send fact-finding missions. Protesters also appealed for an immediate suspension of British financial and military assistance to Pakistan, arguing that Western support is directly enabling the killing of Baloch civilians. Awareness marches were also held at Trafalgar Square and Parliament Square, where BNM activists including young children distributed pamphlets and addressed passers-by, urging the world to stop treating Balochistan as a forgotten conflict. The crisis in Zehri intensified after August 2025 when fighters of the Baloch Raji Ajoy Sangar brass gained control over parts of the region. Pakistan responded with a massive land and air offensive using tanks, helicopter gunships and drones. Since October, clashes have escalated further. Military curfews, house raids, enforced disappearances, information blackouts and indiscriminate bombing have left civilians trapped. Human rights groups say Pakistan is using collective punishment, a war crime under international humanitarian law.
Thousands of Baloch civilians have been tortured, harassed, hundreds of civilians have been forcibly disappeared, dozens of Baloch civilians have been killed. 2 days ago, in a drone strike, 4 children, 1 woman and adult man was mercilessly killed in a drone strike. After that, Zehri is still under military siege and the people of Zehri are starving. There is no food, there is no medicine. Because of medicine shortage, the wounded persons, they don't get proper treatment. So the purpose of today's protest is to call British government to press Pakistan.
The demonstrations in London follow similar BNM protests in Germany, where activists denounced the Punjabi-dominated army's brutality and urged the UN, EU and rights groups to intervene. BNM warned that continued silence by the West makes them complicit in Pakistan's crimes, especially when Western weapons and aid are used against Baloch civilians. As the siege of Zehri enters its second month, Islamabad continues to hide behind internet shutdowns and military secrecy. But the Baloch diaspora is making it clear, the days of quiet genocide are over.